What's going on, y'all? It's Rob with CinemaBullyZ. I'm going to do a recap on the last video I posted about proven studs, proven producers. And then I'm going to make another video after this, getting in more detail what I mean about, a title doesn't mean anything when it comes to breeding these dogs. So I'm going to stick to the difference between a producer and a dog that is not a producer, that is, a hype dog or has a title. But the thing is, people think just because you have a couple litters off of a dog and the puppies come out insane looking or, over exaggerated or whatever the case is, they think that dog is now a producer. Got news for you. When that puppy matures and turns out looking like a pit bull or a classic American bully, that's when people's feelings get hurt and they wonder why they spent $5,000-$6,000 or more on a dog that turned out to be a classic and not what they thought they paid for. So there's very few proven producers that I consider proven producers, and they either have outdid themselves or produced a consistent look of themselves or similar to themselves throughout every litter that they have, no matter what they're thrown to. So a proven producer, in my point of view, my opinion, would be dogs such as Waffle House, Grand Champion Waffle House, Champion Lucky Luciano, Derby City's The Situation, which has no title but has produced countless, champions and grand champion dogs. Then of course you got Rocco, Grand Champion Rocco. You got some new upcomers, such as Grand Champion Aaron. He's producing pretty similar and consistent looks from the puppies and adult dogs that I've seen off of him. Currently, right now, he's probably one of my favorite producing dogs. And then you gotta look at it this way. These so-called proven producers, how many litters have they had? How many puppies are on the ground? And adults that are, now adults that are on the ground that have no title, that are not a consistent look of the dog. My ideal proven producer would be a dog that had very minimum litters and produced true to everything that it hit. And by proven, I expect half the litters to be champions or grand champions off of every litter that dog produced. And to me, that would be a proven producer, in my opinion. Like I said, it's my opinion. You can think what you want. You can look at it how you want. But, a lot of these big name studs or proven producers have had hundreds of litters, and how many champions and grand champions have they really had? Granted, a lot of dogs go to pet homes that you never see that could be champions and grand champion dogs. So, it's very hard to prove otherwise. But you can see from the dogs that are in the rings that are off these proven producers what you really get from breeding to that dog. So my, suggestion for you guys is when you guys think that you're breeding to a proven producer, ask that owner of the stud, can I see some of the offspring? Can I see some adults, off of that dog? And then you really see, what they send you. And obviously they're going to send you the best, pics of adult dogs they have. So, a lot of people make posts, show me your offspring off of, Waffle House or, whatever. And then everyone posts all their fucking productions or what they got off the dog. And then you see the inconsistency of whatever dog you're, referring to. And then you really get a general idea of what that dog's actually throwing. But you also got to look at the caliber of female you're breeding to. So the female does play roles into this, obviously. And a lot of genetic traits come from the females, which is why I definitely firmly and always believe in line breeding, inbreeding dogs for 3, 4, 5 generations. And then outcrossing to a proven stud or, a proven producer, whatever you want to call it. And then you'll get the look that you think that you're paying for, and then it'll be worth it for you getting into the dogs and starting off at a very good, start. So that's what you need to understand when you guys are choosing your studs of choice. You guys really need to evaluate everything from different angles. And then you got to understand what stems from the blood. A lot of, proven producers and top studs from now and from back in the day have genetic flaws, have, health defects. And that's stuff that you need to know and understand that is a possibility that those dogs that you're breeding to will carry that trait over to your puppies. And, you do right by it. You pet home the dogs that have defects or whatever the case is, but you also don't sell them for thousands of dollars, maybe $1,500, $2,000. But pet home dogs shouldn't go over $2,000. I mean, in my opinion, I wouldn't sell no pet home dog for over $2,000. So, then you got these people that pay this top dollar for these dogs off of proven studs, proven producers, and then they turn out looking nothing like the dog that was bred. So, like I said, the inconsistency of the breeding or the lineage of that stud, either if it's scatterbred or a production off of an outcross, which a lot of these studs are productions off of outcrosses, or luckily they got a nice dog off of a scatter breeding that turned out to be, something spectacular, but that dog will not throw its look because it is scatterbred or the bloodline is not tight enough to throw that consistent look. So I hope this helped you guys out. I hope you guys can hear me better and understand what a proven producer is compared to someone that just says that their dog is a producer. You need to see proof. You need to see the dog's pedigree, obviously, and you can decide, dissect it yourself and see if it's line bred or inbred, and then you'll start putting all the pieces together, and then you'll understand what you're breeding to. People like myself, I have dogs that are 3 times, 4 times inbred, or line bred, I'm sorry. But my dogs are all healthy. I have no genetic defects in my yard when it comes to health. I have all my dogs health checked every year, and I do not have any really issues in my yard. A lot of people don't do that. Backyard breeders are different, and then you gotta know who you're buying dogs from. So it's all stuff that you need to evaluate for yourself and understand that, at the end of the day, everybody's making money off these dogs. Some people care about them, some people don't. But, like I said, understand what a proven producer is. or, you know, a proven stud, and understand that all of them don't have titles. Maybe they're just not in the show ring. Maybe the owner doesn't like the politics that go on in the show ring, and they just don't do shows. But they have dogs that can produce. And then you see some of their offspring in the ring, because people buy them and take them to shows and show them and champ them, grand champ them out. So keep that in mind when you're picking your stud, your proven producer, and put hands on the dog, go see the dog set up, see how the people are, if they allow you. You know, it all depends. Some people don't want you at their house, they don't want you at their yard, because, you know, to me, that's a red flag. If I can't come check out your dogs and check out your yard, then I most likely won't do business with you. So keep that in mind. Hope this helped you guys out. Should be a lot clearer. And I will be posting the next video sometime today or tomorrow about how, you know, like I said, a champion title and grand champion title doesn't mean shit when you're breeding these dogs. So hope this helped you guys out. Like, subscribe, comment, and hit me up if you have any questions, you know, on any of my platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, CinemaBullyZ NJ. All right, take care, guys. Later.